Well guys, let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with this pedal? This is the Digitech Trio Plus Band Creator Plus Looper. This is probably one of the coolest things ever invented. It's a band in a box. Now what could be cooler? Adding an extra foot switch extension. That could be cooler. Now I have this set up as what they call tabletop mode. And I'm going to show you what that means and how I do it. I also made my first purchase through Sweetwater. I'm going to tell you how that experience went. Alright guys, don't go away. Well, hey there guys, thanks for joining us here at Rock Hard Riffs. This is the guitar channel for the self-taught. You're going to take a look at the Digitech FS3X foot switch. This is a companion foot switch that goes with several other Digitech products. I use it for my Trio Band Creator Plus Looper. And I got this again through Sweetwater. This was my first experience through Sweetwater. And they send you some pretty cool stuff. And man, I'll tell you, what was my experience like? Absolutely fantastic. First off, they give you this little brochure. This came with all my stuff. Very cool. Nice. Does this look familiar to anybody? Candy that Sweetwater sends you when you make a purchase. And man, I happen to love just about all of this candy. These are great. Thanks, Sweetwater. Nice. A cool little sticker. I've got all kinds of stickers now. That's pretty cool. And Happy Gear Day! Yay! Yay for us. Happy Gear Day. First off, I wanted to say as far as Sweetwater goes, Casey and Chris were the guys that I worked with. And these guys were fantastic. I had questions how to operate this thing and different things, and I've never bought anything from Sweetwater, and I had a question, and Casey couldn't answer it right then. It was right at closing time too, and he said he'll get back with me, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Well, what do you know, 5-10 minutes later he calls me back and he says, yes, this thing does this type of function. I'm like, you are the man, Casey, my man. And I followed up with Chris when I actually purchased it. I tried to get in touch with Casey, but he was out. So both those guys were absolutely fantastic. That was Chris and Casey at Sweetwater. Very impressed, let's put it that way. And it was just over a $50 purchase on top of that. So, God, these guys were great, fantastic. I will definitely use Sweetwater again. And again, thanks Casey and Chris for your help. Really appreciate the assistance. Now, the question that I had for them was, how do I get this extension to operate the Trio as if it was the Trio? Because what it does, set as it is, when you step on these buttons, the up, down, etc., it goes through these different modes and genres, okay? But I wanted it so that these buttons here operated just like this. And they do. They call it tabletop mode, and that's why we have it. Now, why do I want tabletop mode? Why don't I want to switch these with the foot pedal? Because I want to sit here and monkey with it with my hands and be able to turn it off and record and stuff all at the same time without using my hands. So how I have it set now is these buttons right here, the mode button and the up button, operate just like this. So they operate just like the looper and just like the band button. Now let me give you an example. Okay, I'm going to basically be pressing this button on the foot switch. Okay, now if I were to press this button, I would start a loop, right? I'd record over that, right? So that's how that would operate. Now this is really cool. Watch what this middle button does when I do this. It switches me between, okay, yeah, we'll call that a track. Again, if I press this, we'd record over that. I'm going to stop it. Just like that. Very cool, huh guys? Now, how do you get it to operate like this? This was the part where I called them and they explained to me. What you do is you just take this little unit, make sure this is on but not plugged into the Trio. You press down and hold down and plug it into the Trio. This cord comes with the extension here, this foot switch extension. So again, you have it plugged in here. Do not plug it into the Trio yet, but make sure it's on. Press and hold down, plug in, and that's how you have the tabletop mode. And that's what this is all about. That's what this video is about. I wanted to show you how cool that is. Again, let's scroll through. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. That's a little rock drum rhythm I have going. Let's see what's on the other next one. Whoops. There's that folk song that I was working on. There's that little rock rhythm I had going. So that's how it operates. You can see it operates just as if this were on the ground. So now, when I want to start and stop a loop and record and this and that, or change tracks, I can just do it this way. And if I need to, then I can come over and just operate these things, right? But this makes it just so much handier for me, instead of having this thing on the ground and having to bend over and do this stuff all the time. So there we have it, guys. Tabletop mode with the Digitech Trio Band Creator Plus Looper and the FS3X foot switch. Really cool, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. This is just a quick one. And again, Sweetwater, they were fantastic. I'll definitely get more gear through them in the future. All right, guys, thanks for joining us so much. We really appreciate it. And we will see you next video.